this real quick. Oh shoot. I gotta. Okay, go ahead and you start, then I'll go and promote it. Sorry, it's been a while.
Well, it just popped up on my phone that we're live, so
Okay. Is this edible? Can we edit that? I'm just joking. Hi everybody. I'm Kimmy Rose and this is Skip Smith. Skip, do you want to share with everybody our Mondays?
do free readings every Monday from 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Whoever in the Light the Way Prisons of Light team is available, they tune in and answer your questions.
And we also, if you get a chance and you can if you want to subscribe, you'll know whenever we pop on and we do random free readings. So sometimes us crazy Aquarians, sometimes we just get an itch and we'll like decide that we're gonna hop on and that's what we do. So Skip, do you have a card this week?
Well, don't really have a card for the week, but today is a Eight of Clubs.
So what is that? Like, is that like the energy from Eight of Clubs?
My text has disappeared.
Okay. Eight of Clubs is well, the clubs have to do. Can you explain the cards a little bit?
Yeah,
So,
clubs are education, mainly planning, legal issues.
so le
Today, Eight of Clubs, if this is your birthday,
so it would be like somebody that they might have like a lot of legal issues, things like that.
no, clubs are usually people, intelligent people, deep thinkers, people who can be leaders in business, be even clergy, be lawyers. They're definitely people who have their head on right. The eight is known as mental power, and very intense people, very smart people, knowledge, information, those kind of things are very important to them. They overcome anything in their path. They have the tools to do so, so nothing stops them. They're also, because of that, can be somewhat of a bully. So they need to watch themselves and control their emotions and not run over people that are just moving slower than they are.
So they can like so that they're real strong people, like they know what they want, but maybe if somebody, depending on who's with them, it could be a beneficial thing if a person's a little bit more relaxed with things, correct? Like they
Oh, yeah.
might not
You just follow behind and let them bulldoze the way through.
bulldoze. So what do you mean by bulldoze? So if somebody's got a birthday today, what would you say like when you say they're like a bulldozer or they're like what do you mean by
Well,
that?
depending on what they're doing for a living, if they're in business or something to do with negotiations, they will, they will be the dominant factor. And if there's some obstacles set up in their way, they never let that slow them down. They definitely just kind of solve it and push right on through.
So that's a good person like that you want for like if you have somebody that is working for you and they're good problem solvers.
Yes, solving problems is one of their main things. They're always looking for their higher potential, business, travel, financial growth, business deals. So depending on what career path they choose, if they're in business, they're going to be right at home. Yep, and we've lost Kimmy. And we have Geraldine. What's Michael's birthday, Geraldine? Geraldine, you're someone who likes harmony in their life, uh, controls their emotions, adjusts them when needed, very personally responsible. Home and family are very important to you. So kind of see what his birthday is. So we around 11th November. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think he would be a very good match for you. I don't know how long you've been dating, if you've just met, but he seems to be very charming, wants to be in a relationship, and definitely a spiritual man at heart, so he would be a very good match for you. And Saja, I believe, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. You're a very value-centered person. Very trust is very important to you. He is born on October 30th. Relationships are very important to him. He's definitely got feelings for you. Yeah, I think eventually this will end up in marriage. You two look like a very good match. Don't smother him. He likes some freedom, so he will love you, but you definitely want to give him a little room and let him walk his own path. So you notice that, yeah, definitely. That's cool. Yeah, definitely give him a little space, and he will be very loyal to you. But if you corner him in too much, he's going to run and feel threatened and feel like someone else is getting control over him. Yes, I am, very much. That's good you're doing that. Hopefully, Kimmy makes it back in. We have someone else maybe joining too. Good evening. Yeah, I think he'll come back. Probably once the holidays period is over with. You're welcome, Geraldine. Anyone have any questions? Yeah, just waiting for anything someone would like to ask. Hi, Rainbow. You've already interviewed for this job, Geraldine? What's your birthday, Rainbow? Yes, I do believe you're going to get this job. As far as when, anywhere from I would say next week. If you don't hear something next week, you're probably going to have to wait a couple more weeks. It'd probably be in early January, but somewhere, either very quickly or a couple of weeks down the road. But yeah, I do believe you'll get the job that you're looking for. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Paloma. Two girls and an acre. I need your birthday, please. Hi, Bridget. Two girls and an acre. You overcome financial challenges very quickly. You need to relax. You're definitely someone who mentally accomplishes things and very talented. Very heavily mentally, nature and knowledge is very important to you. You like giving mental support to others, overcoming problems. You like long range planning, getting on top of your plans. Are you looking for a new job? Are you happy with what you're doing? Uh, you can have success either way. If you're looking for a new job, definitely, trust your gut, trust your own intuition, and if you want to go that route, it will be successful for you. Paloma, you were July 24th. You seem to be someone who likes to debate. You don't debate unless you know you're gonna win the debate, so you definitely have your facts straight. You too like to overcome problems, whether it be mentally or financially or whatever's in your way. You are driven to do that. Sexual satisfaction is a high priority for you. Is there someone coming? Yeah, I do believe so. I'm thinking spring to summer. You're going to meet somebody. You'll know when it happens. Relationships to you are very beneficial. So yeah, you obviously will know if you meet that person, and you will make strides forward quickly. Rainbow, February 11th. You're a very generous person. You keep things in perspective on what they're worth, their importance. You can overcome anything because you do have a higher source protecting you. You are a female ruler, especially when it comes to values. Is moving a good idea for you? Are you moving for work or just moving to an area you think you'll enjoy more? I mean, I do feel a move is possible, but it's more of the reasons for the move than anything I'm feeling. Hi, Don. If that's the case, then you should definitely move. Always go to where your heart wants to be. You will have success there also. Sure, go ahead and ask. Yes, you will have some positive changes. I don't know if you have a problem with the current management there, if things are unfair, working conditions. I do think there will be a management change. Earth Angel. July 26th. Earth Angel, you are a very good communicator. Very diplomatic, secretive, confidential. You keep things close to yourself. Even if that's true, you do like to meet new people. If you want to upgrade your standard of living, you must upgrade your level of communication. You're someone who likes things. You could invest a lot of time and money in art, music, things to beautify your home. You want financial success. You want emotional security. Those are things that you give. Giving emotional support and personal support to others is something that you will do through your lifetime. Things to look out for. Don't be fearful of discovery. Don't procrastinate. If you have a goal, get your chores done. Don't worry about money. You'll take care of that. And don't stress out. You have the ability to overcome the problems that are in your way. So if they're there, just find a solution and move on. Relationships will be successful for you. Just be patient. Overcoming emotional and family matters, that'll come very natural to you. You'll be the one that keeps the peace. Phantom Punk, what's your birthday, please? Sure, Amanda. Just let me know what your birthday is. Immediate future. You are known as someone who can transform. You're always reinventing yourself. Be careful of your relationships. Heartache will hit you very deeply. So be careful who you date. Make sure it's Yeah, just make sure go slowly and protect yourself. You like to work. Labor is very important to you. Health, wisdom. You're also a leader in wisdom. You'd be very good in a leadership position. You'd be good in management. You can work on your own very well. You could be very good self-employed. You can learn from your mistakes, but also learn from your success. Think of original ideas. You can definitely accomplish big things. Is that in the near future? It can be if you like it to be. You have that kind of strength with you. You can spiritually, you can be a pure spirit, very divine love. You can definitely accomplish great things. You can handle the burden, but be careful you don't take on too much responsibility. Definitely watch yourself and have some balance in your life. Finish what you start. If things aren't working out exactly the way you want them, don't get depressed about it. Keep moving forward. You're gonna do great. As far as the near future goes, if you are not doing what you want to be doing, then make your changes very soon. Definitely think about it and make those changes and move forward. Amanda. Amanda, you're good at solving problems. It gives you some personal freedom, some emotional growth. You have a strong desire for money. So obviously, you do not want to choose a job that's limiting. You need to move forward. Something that'll give you a major accomplishment. Sex life is important to you. Uh, this year, probably towards fall, late summer, fall, I feel there's someone coming into your life, somebody new. As far as work goes, I don't know. I can't feel if you've really got your mind made up on exactly what you want to do, or if you like where you're at. It seems that you're not completely happy there. You're welcome, Phantom. Yeah, I didn't think so. Well, if you want to be in the same field, you mean you can always just go apply for another job in that area. But I think you want to do bigger and better things. Yeah, your kids are going to be fine. They may have some stumbles along the way, but they'll be just fine. You've done a good job raising them. Earth Angel, is Sam a former boyfriend? Hey, Tony. Tony, any changes at work yet? I know you had a lot of things going on there. And Don K, yeah, please give me your birthday. You're welcome, Amanda. Well, Tony, we talked about that. And, as far as the time maps go, they said your changes look sooner rather than later. So a 2 week window, I'll have to take a look at that and again. But I know when we had the reading this summer, things were happening for you actually before the end of the year. So
What was the question, Skip?
Tony Santiago was asking any feelings on work. He has some possibilities of advancement here in the next couple of weeks, or he's going to have to wait 2 more years.
Okay. I have a little bit of a hoarse voice. Well, I have a hoarse voice. But Tony, the first thing that came up here is the Wheel of Fortune, and that represents an important life, like time. So you can feel kind of frustrated, like, oh, things, aren't going exactly the way I need them to go. But in the wheel represents like it's like your whole life, your spiritual progress. So in each spoke of the wheel, you're looking at things, and it's important that you see not the timing, but the wholeness in the situation. Because if you allow it, you allow that wheel to turn properly in your life. something really good will come out long term. So I wouldn't even focus on 2 weeks and then it's going to be thrown away in 2 years, because there's probably going to be some major changes that will happen that are totally unexpected. As then all of a sudden, I pulled up the devil card and everybody might go, "Oh, the devil card, that's scary." But the devil card represents not attaching to. Actually, I asked what was like kind of like happening. So it means that if you it's nice not attaching to like the physical things about monetary or things like that. So it seems like there's probably a lot of attachments to that. And the devil card represents that it's actually going to be freed up. Something good's going to come by um, not by people or situations where they're not attaching to greed. That's the best way to explain it, because there's like two people on that card, and they're chained to the devil and they're looking away, which means there's that want to not be attached to it. So that's what I got.
We had one more. Earth Angel. Earth Angel was, let's see, I'm looking up her birthday here for you. July 26, 1994. She had a specific question about Sam, ex-boyfriend, and why he was trying to contact her again.
When and did she say when he was contacting her? Was it last week or was
She
it
did not specify exactly when. I'm sure it was recent.
okay? For some reason, I just get this feeling like I get a feeling like he's funny, like a real like a humorous type person. And I see him trying to contact her for some reason, like through a I get like through text messaging, and I'm not sure if she is can give a reply on that, but I feel like she's like he's kind of like got a like he's interested in her, but he also seemed like he was like a very much a free spirit before, and I don't know. It's like he's thinking about her. He's thinking about her and he's going, I wouldn't mind connecting more with her. It would be, I would say, probably by the way he's contacting her, by looking at this, she's probably going, "What the heck do you want? Just like spit it out, you know?" And so he's probably joking with her and not really being straightforward on what he wants. And that probably frustrates her, if that makes
Yes, he
sense.
said he's calling from unknown numbers this week. He's been trying to contact her through Facebook, and basically she's been ignoring it. So it doesn't look like she really wants anything more to do with him.
So, so has it
Oh, we may have lost Kimmy again. There she is. Flying Flowers, we'll get to you next. Well, Earth Angel, the relationship did end, and obviously, if you are ignoring him, you don't want anything to do with it. Are his intentions good or bad? It probably doesn't matter. As far as you're concerned, you've kind of moved on from that. So I would just let it lie where it is in the past. Well, it's too bad Kimmy, connection wise, isn't with us anymore, because at the start of our stream, she was asking about today's card, which, if you were born on today's Eight of Clubs, that happens to be the same birth card for Flying Flowers. This card is means mental power. You're a very mentally intense person, smart, Uh, you want to know things. You want to learn things. Information is important to you. You have a very good life path. You have a higher power protecting you. You're not someone who wants to get in an argument with because you're usually going to be right. You are competitive, a very good organizer. You can overcome anything in your path. It would be something at the end of your life you could look back on and all the things that you've overcome. Communication is very important. If you are not getting what you want, you need to upgrade the level of your communication to people, be more clear. Do things in the name of higher good, be playful, be inspirational. You will solve problems. You'll share valuable things with the people you love. You're very clever. You stay on top of things as far as your health, your home. You keep your stress under control. You like to make new discoveries. You can definitely manage two things at once, whether it be working two jobs or balancing multiple issues. You're someone who has the mental wherewithal to take care of those things. Stay on top of your goals. Don't ever feel like you don't have enough. That's a stumbling block for you. You can always move forward. Take advice from others when they offer it. That might be something you could be a little stubborn on. But you'll be just fine as long as you mark out the path you want to go on and continue on that path. Love
What was the
life.
question? It was love life, did you say? Because
Well,
your mic,
no, it was funny
sorry.
because Flying Flowers asked us for a general reading, and her birth card is the Eight of Clubs, the one we were talking about when we started. So she agreed with a lot of what I told her, but she did say that her love life is dead at the moment.
Oh, yeah. It feels like February. And I just saw February and I got a guy with the first name. I want to say it's J.A. I don't know if it's Jack or Jason, but that's the name that came to me. And it needs to, oops. A lot of people
Yep, we lost you again. There you are.
a lot of spiritual. Pardon?
Oh, you were kind of cutting in and out a little bit.
Okay. Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. So there's a lot of spiritual energy, like a lot of like energy that has to do with like people like really looking at things in their life and then questioning it. Like for like instance, a lot of people will be in relationships And just looking at what's going on with Neptune and also what's going on with Saturn, a lot of people are going to be like in that place where they're feeling criticized by people. And what's really important right now is to know that, even if you get critical of someone, whatever you feel, there's a mirror that's trying to show you something within yourself. So, lack of love life or no love life, it's not a bad thing right now. It's a better thing right now because right now it's about getting to know you. And I have a feeling that just that question, I have a feeling that there is not a fear of being alone, but it's been more of a process. And I just wanted to share that's what's going on right now. It's a really interesting time where people are mirroring each other. You could be in the grocery store and you're going to run into someone. And if you look at them and like maybe you question something about someone, you're going to find that it's like there's something about you need to see. I think that we should do that in life period as we look at the mirrors. I know I look at people, and if I have, and I don't like to judge, but it does, it's humanness. We will may think something in our head, and I think I always say, well, why am I doing that? What is it about me that's make me that's bringing that, into right, like right into the surface. And so this is I think it's going to go for the next, we got about a 2 weeks, 3-day period where we're going to have a lot of that energy. And so it's important just to maybe instead of like opening your mouth and speaking it, just sit with it and give it to your energy field and ask for guidance. And you'll be given answers instead of creating a big ruckus with your tongue. And that's for everybody generally.
Mm-hmm. Dawn Kay was asking about her daughter. She was wondering if her daughter would be moving back home soon. Dawn was born June 23rd, 1966. Her daughter was born March 9th, 1998.
I feel like she will. I feel like she needs to. That's what came to me because I just sense that there's been some problems. And Dawn, it's funny because that empty nest, I know it kind of it stinks. I don't like that feeling, but it's hard because then when they come home, you miss them, but don't get used to it for too long because it looks like then she'll make another change, and it feels like it might only be for maybe 6 to 7, like a short amount of time, 6 to 7 months. What about you, Skip? What do you think? Feel?
Yeah, I kind of felt that before I brought it up to you that the problems that were being worked out, and eventually they come back together again.
So do you feel like they're having problems like between the two of them?
Yeah, I thought, definitely. I think there was something in the past, definitely something that was causing some division temporarily.
Yeah, and maybe that's what it is. I feel like too that she has something going on in her personal life that's not working out where she's gonna need some comfort. That's where
Yeah.
moms come in, sometimes. Depends on your mom, right?
Yes, absolutely. Random Videos was asking. Random Videos was born January 9th, 1981. Wanting to know if there's any children in her near future. His or her near future. I'm not sure if it's male or female.
I felt like the first thing I did feel not in the near future. I didn't feel, no, not at all. I feel like it's a little bit of a distance, like a couple years. I hope that doesn't disappoint you. But definitely doesn't feel like right now. Now, do I feel that it'll be a surprise? No, I don't feel a surprise. I feel like it's going to be something that would be planned, purposeful. What about you, Skip?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes they do happen as a surprise. I mean, I was, but yeah, in this case, you're not going to know exactly when, but you're going to know pretty close. There will be a time when it was time for you to start planning a family, and within a few months' time, yeah, you will know when your children will come into your life.
Is there a way, Skip? Somebody is asking me this. I'm getting a message. Is there a way for you to read animals? If somebody wanted to do a chart, a time map, and had their pet's birthday.
I have tried, and it's hard because so much of the information you get is, whether it be financially based or learning based or spiritual or whatever. I mean, it was a lot of information. It's like doing a reading for a child. There'll be like emotional issues and that kind of thing. If the information is there, that reads for them. But obviously, many things in that financial area you just have to throw out. It doesn't really apply to them at that age. And I have tried a couple of times with people's pets, and I'll check into it further, but yeah, it's not really. It's definitely more for humans, or it really is for humans. It doesn't work with animals.
You think that's because animals are more advanced souls, maybe?
Uh, I don't know. I mean, their lifespans are so much shorter than ours on average.
Definitely.
Are they advanced? They're simpler. I mean, they don't have the complications that we have, and mentally. They're very goal oriented as far as simplicity in their lives. And if they are a companion animal or domesticated, then one of the biggest things that they want is to please the person that they're with. They have that unconditional love.
Definitely. Definitely. That's it. I mean that and that's very true. Unconditional love is a huge thing for and then I think about that. I have a lot of friends that they'll talk about they actually celebrate. I used to celebrate my dog's birthday when I was younger. So, that's a really good question. That came from Stacy. So I know it's 8 o'clock and I am just whizzing in here and out, and I wanted just to first of all, I wanted to say thank you, Skip, for your dedication and
You're
being here
welcome.
every single week. We appreciate everyone and appreciate you even joining us. I wanted to mention that if you're wanting to get a reading with Skip, you can go over to lighttheway.com and we have gift certificates that are available. And with the gift certificate, there's an anti stress anxiety meditation that comes with that. So if you're interested in even giving the gift of a time map, it's a wonderful thing to do if you, especially for the New Year's. I mean, it's really, I think it like looking at, I like doing readings, but I like the time maps because I like to have a map of what's ahead of giving me a good guidance. I'm embarrassing Skip of what's ahead.
I'm
Sorry,
not
Skip.
embarrassed.
But it's true. And I wanted just to pop on and share that because a lot of people are asking me what is a time map? How is Skip reading things? Skip is also intuitive, so he's a Cancer, he feels things, but it's very exact. It gives you Skip, can you talk about it a little bit? Because I've had several people message me and ask me about it. Actually, 3 people.
Well, a time map is exactly that. It is a map based on your birthday. You have a birth card, and it basically charts a path or it gives a path for the upcoming year of your life. And you can choose to follow that path or that highway through that map or choose not to. But if good things are there, obviously you have good things waiting for you. If you see some problems up ahead, financially, legally, or whatever, there's decisions you can make beforehand to change that path, to alter that path to avoid those things. So if you see financial loss coming and you're negotiating a business deal, chances are you should not negotiate that business deal. It's not going to turn out well for you. So it can be used to avoid pitfalls. It can be used to go for whether it be a move or a job change or whatever. When an opportunity presents itself, you can see if that is a good or bad thing and make decisions based on that.
It's amazing, and it's also good. It's really, I mean, it's good for relationships, but a relationship with yourself because I found it interesting just to know a little bit about, like, I noticed, Skip, when you're reading things and you're actually feeling and you're sharing, but you're also you add in inflection to of what you feel, is that it gives a person's negative and positive attributes. And that doesn't mean that if you've got some negative attributes, it doesn't mean it means you can work on those things, right? To try to maybe if it says you're stubborn or you can work past those things, which I think is cool.
Oh, sure. Yeah. If you look through the definition of your birth card, it'll give your strengths and weaknesses, and you know exactly what to work on as far as what could be better. Not necessarily flaws, but you can kind of check out what things could be detrimental to you and work on those things before they become a problem.
That's a big deal. That is, it's a big deal because, if you have that heads up, you can get yourself out of a lot of situations, avoid a lot of things. And not even like I'm saying avoiding, but that's why you get a reading, right? So if you can get a time map, does it come, you said it comes from their birthday, right? It goes for a whole year, correct?
Correct. It goes from birthday of this year to birthday of next year. It covers that year.
That's cool.
And you can look at yourself. You can look at people close to you. You can also get a time map of somebody who's close to you and look at yourself, which seems more accurate when you are looking at yourself from a close friend or a spouse or a family member and see what your life looks like through their point of view.
That's really neat. I mean, I love that. I think it's really cool. And I think it'd be even to give somebody that for Christmas, like it's neat. It's neat because you get that it's a whole year. I mean, that's a big deal, a whole year ahead. So I just want to just say, Skip, I don't know if you're going to keep doing readings, but I wanted to just say thank you. I have an appointment I've got to do. I have a reading, but thanks for
Well, we
everything.
have we've reached our hour as far as the broadcast goes. So I
Okay.
just wanted to say if anyone didn't give a question or a reading that you wanted, we'll be doing this every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern, and you can tune back in next Monday.
Perfect. Thank you. And peace to everybody. Thanks, Skip.
Thank you very much, Kimmy.
Bye. Good
Okay,
night.
bye bye.